with a review Kahoot. So basically, Justin's made us a Kahoot that's going to review some of the stuff that we've gone over previously. Just kind of a nice way to make sure this is still on your mind, but definitely don't stress about it. It's just supposed to be fun. And of course, it's just for the students. Teachers don't need to worry about logging on and participating in that one. So whenever you're ready, if you want to go ahead and start running that, Justin, I think we're about set.
Okay. Let's see here. Yes.
What happened?
And I'll go ahead and screen share. There we go. Okay, so if everyone can go to kahoot.it and we can type in the game pin. Give everybody about a minute to log on.
Awesome. I think that's everyone we've got at the moment.
Okay, that was a little more. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So a little bit of memory from our last few class sessions. Let's see what we remember. It was Shiriki Ku Otisa. Monk. Kanako Otisa. The answer was monk. Kanak Teti-san. Miley Cyrus Chi.
Yeah, so on that one, you just have to pay attention to that ending because her name is Miley Cyrus, but if we're talking about her, we need the feminine ending, Kachi.
The correct answer was Superman Ku. Because we're talking about Superman, not to him. So it's important to know kanak otisa. Don't pay too much attention to kash heku. And the answer is enik. So kash hek, same thing as ride, kanak otisa. Good, y'all caught my little curveball there. Great job, everyone.
Yeah, I think y'all even missed some of those lessons. Yeah, it's a great work.
I'll go ahead and stop sharing.
So as usual, we're going to go ahead and do a dialogue that kind of introduces us to our topic for today, which is we're going to start looking at actions and activities. But we decided to mix it up a little bit. So usually we show the words on the screen while we act it out, but we realized that that meant that y'all can't see us actually acting it out. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to first do one of the dialogues where you just can see us. Okay, you watch us act it out and do our goofy stuff that we're going to do. But then we're going to do it a second time where you can see everything written out for you. So that way, you're able to see it written down, but you also have a moment where you can sort of watch us and use context clues to figure out what the different things mean. So with that, if Justin and Sydney, when they're ready, want to start off with our first dialogue, we'll do the one that's just, you don't see it written down, you just see them acted out.
Alrighty. Sydney. Kanak yaka.
Hold on, we have to start over. Okay.
If I started too soon, let me know if you can go pull up the. Sydney, kanak yaka.
Ima hipukani.
Oh, hibukani? Hibuka?
Justin. Kanakyaki.
Rapukani. Ima Rapukani.
Yakuki?
Hold. Oh, Rapukani.
All right, so that's our first dialogue. We kind of get an idea of what we're looking at there, but now they're going to do it again, and I'll share my screen, I guess. Yeah, so y'all can see the dialogue, which we've also emailed out to all y'all. So all y'all have a copy of what they're acting out right now. Elizabeth, can you make me host real quick? I forgot about that part. See. I'll message her in chat. If she's unable to, I'll just copy paste it in the chat. It just will be a little less clear. All right, so while we're waiting on that, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and paste this in the chat. and you'll see the whole conversation there, right? So try and keep track of where they are. Is that showing up for everyone? Okay, I'm sure it is, so you don't need to answer in the chat. So as soon as y'all are ready, y'all can go ahead and do your dialogue again, but this time you guys, first you have the context, right? And now this time y'all can read along and see the different words.
Whenever you're ready, Justin.
Skipping ahead. Sarah. Sydney. Kanakyaka.
Ima hipukani.
Oh, Hipuka?
Oh. Hipukani. Kanakyaki.
Rapukani. Hold Rapukani.
All right, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Well done. So that's our first dialogue, and I'm sure you can already see a couple of our new vocabulary items there. So now we have one more dialogue performed by myself and Sydney to get the last of our new vocabulary and our new grammar. So let's see. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la.
Meg, Kanakyaka.
Harakani, harakani, la 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 la. Ho, harakani. Kanakyaka.
Wesakani.
Oh, Waisaka.
Jumping.
It's
I'm supposed to be jumping.
a hard one to do online. All right, so now I'm going to put everything that we just said in the chat, and we'll do it one more time. I'm sorry, you'll have to hear me try and not break y'all's speakers once again. All right, so here is our next. Let's use that to break the two up. Yeah, and now we have this one. So we'll start this again. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la.
Meg, Kanakyaka.
Oh, harakani, la 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 la,
Oh,
la 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 la. Ho, harakani, kanakyaka.
Wesakani.
Oh, Waisaka? Right. So now we've had both of our dialogues. Thank you for bearing with us there. A couple of those are hard to do online. So our next step is we're going to do another Kahoot. Which Sydney has kindly prepared for us. And that's going to just give y'all a chance to see these words and sort of match them to their meaning and get used to it there. So let's see if we can make Sydney the host, then she can go ahead and share that.
This one's going to be a little more difficult or challenging. And I know we haven't gone over some of these things in this lesson yet, but just try your best. If you get them wrong, it's not your fault. It's because we just didn't go over them yet. So just take your best guess. Okay. If you don't understand. Okay. Am I host yet?
Oh, okay. All participants should be able to share screen, which I didn't even try. So you should be able to share your screen.
Okay. So if you could go to your Kahoot. What am I doing? Okay. Well, okay. This is the game pin. Cool. Okay. Is that everyone?
Lexi had been here, so we might be, yes. So just
Yep.
Lexi is left. Then we should all be set.
Okay, here we go. Okay. So we can start now. Okay. Tunica-Biloxi. Chichi. So since we didn't go over the endings with third person endings, just look at the first part of the words. That's what we just went over. Okay, so the correct answer was harakati. So hara means to sing, and kati just means she. She is singing. Okay, so good job, good job. Okay. Okay, so kanak yaku. So the ku on the ending of these words just means he. So just look at the beginning. He is what? What is he doing? Okay. Okay. So the correct answer was rapuku. So rapu means to sleep. Rapu, and hara, which we just went over, means to sing. So let's go to the next one. Kanakiakati. So what is she doing?
So we just saw rapu and we saw hara. Yeah, excellent.
Okay, so Kipu is the correct answer. Kipu Kati. She is dancing. Okay. Okay, Kanakiaku. So it's asking, what is he doing? So just pay attention to the first parts of the word. Don't worry about the ku. So if you use process of elimination, there's only one that we haven't pressed yet. One of these answers. Stop. Good job. So it was Wesa. Wesaku. He is jumping. Okay. I know these are a little hard. Okay. So, okay, I thought we were going to go over all these before we did the Kahoot. So should we just like, oh, Meg, you're muted if you're trying to speak.
So let's see. When I was singing, I said harakani, and when Sydney was talking to me, she said haraka. So which ending do we think is me talking about myself, and which one is someone else talking to another person? Yeah, I mean, if you want, we can stop and use this as a review at the end instead
Yeah.
of TPR.
It has some stuff we didn't go over yet.
All right, so I think we're gonna stop this one real quick, and instead we'll do what our usual whiteboard wrap up that we do at the end. Maybe we'll do that first. So the other thing, we could also do ahahon, if it's up to y'all. All right, so all you guys need to know to do this activity are 2 words. You have to know home, which, can you type in the chat what home means for me? Awesome. And we need to know aha. What does aha mean? All right. So I am gonna do one of our activities, and like that we just learned about, and I'm gonna ask one of the teachers to answer aha or home about what I'm doing. So here, Justin, harakanin?
Aha.
Okay. Hipukanin?
Oh.
All right. So you'll see there, I asked him first, I made one guess about what I was doing. He told me, no, that's not what you're doing. And I made another, and this time I was right. So he told me yes. So absolutely all you have to do is answer yes or no while one of us does an action to whether or not we've said the right action. So I'm going to go ahead and say, Xavier, Wesakani? Aha or home? Wesakani?
Hon.
Is this Wesa? Let's see. Wesakani. But how about this? Wesakani? Aha. It's not Wesakani. Harakani? Home or aha, Xavier? Oh yeah, I see you've written it. Yeah. Aha. How about hipukani? Oh, yes. Hipukani. Justin or Sydney, would you guys like to ask someone?
Justin. Hippocani?
Aha.
Wesakani?
Aha.
Okay. Let's see. Lexi? Is she here? Okay. Lexi. Harakani?
She may not have heard you.
Okay. Or okay, anyone can answer. Harakani? Aha or home?
Type in the answers. Lapu.
Home. Lapu. Okay. Rapu Kani?
Hon.
Oh, Rapu, I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping. So Rapu means to sleep, and Kani means I am. So I am sleeping. So remember that. Kani means I am. Okay. Ka means you are to a girl, and ki means you are to a boy. So remember those. Okay.
You want to do one more round of ahahon, and then we can move on to our next step.
Zion. Ima Wesakani. Ima Wesakani.
Horn.
Ima Wesakani.
Aha.
Ima Harakani.
Horn.
Ima Lapu.
Hara means to sing. Hara kani.
All right, cool. Lapu panu, everybody. Let's see. So we could either, let's see, do we want to move on to, we can ask kanak yaka, or we can do the whiteboard breakdown.
We can do key and then we can move on to whiteboard. See if they can get on. Okay.
Let's see. Awesome.
Sydney, you were kind of hard to hear.
Oh, my bad. Okay, can you hear me better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and ask me. Sydney. Kanak Yakati or Kanak Yaka.
Ima Hipu Kani.
Okay. Sydney. Kanak Yakani.
Okay. Hara ki. Hara ki. You are singing.
Okay, so
All right, I can do
the students when we're demonstrating, y'all don't have to put a key or a ka for now. Just put the verb.
All right. Hey, Sydney. Kanak yakani.
Wesa ka.
Oh, wait, Sakani.
Wesa ka. You are jumping.
Let's see. All right, so we are going to ask y'all these questions. It's going to be y'all's turn to respond. It's okay if you have trouble, we'll work with you through it.
Listen here.
Oh, it looks like it.
He can hear.
Okay. So let's all try to respond by typing what I'm doing in your chat boxes. Kanak Yakani.
And you could just put the verb. Jump. He just got here. Okay. So he doesn't know what jump means in Tunica. Wayside. Okay, Xavier, you're so close. You got wayside right, but the last part, you don't have to try to put the last part. But Connie means I am. So if you're trying to say you are jumping, it'd be wayside. It'd be wayside Q. Oh, close enough. Yeah. Wayside Q. Wahoo. Okay. All right. Now put in the chat box what I am doing. And remember, you could just put the verb. You don't have to put ki, ka, or kani, unless you think you know what it is. Okay. Rapuka. Good job, Zylan. Yes, you have. That's perfect. Rapuka. Ka. What is your name, JKS?
Type in your name.
But you got it right, Rapuka. Justin Smith. Okay. Good job, Justin. All right. Okay. Meg, would you like to do one?
Oh, all right. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Kanak yakani. La 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 la, kanak yakani. La 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 la, la 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 la. Awesome, Xylon. It's super close. I'll write it out for you. But it sounds like we're making a D sound there, isn't it? Doesn't it? Yeah, haraka, with like a little r sound.
If you have it right.
Yeah, excellent. Let's see. Yeah, we have one more.
Oh, I'll do it. Okay. Kanakyakani.
Oh, Lexi got it.
Yes, you are using the best. Aw, you're doing great.
All right, y'all did an excellent job. So I think what we're gonna do now is we're either going to, do y'all have a preference between doing the Kahoot now or breaking it down? Sorry, my stomach just growled. Let's break it down. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and for those of you who were here last time, you might remember that we did this thing on the whiteboard. Let's see, where we went ahead and we went through all the stuff we talked about today and we broke it down into a little study sheet for y'all. So we're going to go ahead and do that again. Although this time I'm going to go ahead and get those fancy symbols I need for Tunica right now. So I don't have to slow us down again. All right, so the first thing I'm going to type is Yoluyana. Does anyone remember from last time what that means? If so, please type it in the chat. Awesome. Yes. Yeah, that's how we say vocabulary. These are our words. So what's one of the things that we learned how to say today? You can say it out loud or you can type it in the chat. Hon, hipuka. And there's two parts to that, right? The first part we have is hipu. What does that mean? What does that mean? Yeah, Xylon, awesome. It means to dance. When we just have it by itself, we don't really know who's dancing. We just know that dancing is happening. The next thing, what's another one of these verbs that we learned? Another one of these action words? Rapu, yes. We have rapu. What does that mean? Yeah, sleeping. To sleep. And yeah, Lexi just got Uesaki. And actually, this is one of the ones I'm going to have to take a moment to pause and go grab us our different letter. There we go. So to write this word, we need to write it like this. Huesa. It's because it sounds a lot like that A sound, right? But this sort of backwards 3 looking letter makes an S sound. We have huesa. And what does that mean? Yeah, Justin's doing it right now. Excellent. Yeah. to jump. And then I believe we have one more that I put all y'all through. One more verb. Awesome. Yeah, hara. And something you'll notice is the way I'm writing these out, we're missing part of the word, right? We've been seeing haraka, wesaki, stuff like that. And that's because these words are actually made up of two different parts, just like the word jumping is made up of two different parts, right? We have the word jump, which is the action you're doing, and then we have the ing, which tells you when it's happening. Yes, awesome. Oh, good save. Hara is to sing. I'm just very tired, I guess, and typing sleep a lot. Yeah, so we have two parts to these words. So I'm going to go ahead and take one that I see right off the bat. We have hara ka. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to see if I can change the color of the text. Oh, God, I can only change all of it. Okay. Well, they're all in red now. We have hara ka. And that ka there, what does that do? Here, I'll draw under it instead. Oh my gosh. Well, let's not look at that, that part of it. That's a little hard to read. We'll skip over that. So we have haraka. Excellent, yeah. So it has two parts. It tells us a couple of different things about it. So I'm gonna underline this instead of whatever the heck I tried to do a second ago. Here we go. I have underlined the ka. And what the ka part of this means is it tells you first that the person doing this is a girl. So I'm gonna write F, and that's for feminine. Or I can write just girl. I'll do feminine. So just meaning it's a girl who's doing it. The other thing is, when we used ka, how many people were we talking to? One, two, or more? Excellent, yeah, suck, one person. We were only talking to one person when we used ka. So that means we know it's singular, which is a way of saying that only one person was doing it. And we have that in English too, right? That's a difference. Like the cat, oh my gosh, I can only think of the cat jumps. We have to use one form of jump for only one cat doing it. But if we have more than one cat doing it, then the cat, it's just the cat's jump, right? We have a different form for each of it. And it's the same thing in Tunica. The last thing is, so we tried our best to do this. But when I said harakani and Sydney asked me what I was doing, was she talking about an action that was happening right now, or an action far in the past, or an action far in the future? So those are our options. Either Sydney was asking me about what I was doing in the moment. She was asking me about something I'd finished doing, or she was asking me about something I was going to do when I was saying harakani. You can just take a wild guess if you want. Exactly. Yeah, it's what you're doing in the moment. And what we call that in our textbook is sort of the ongoing or habitual. So this looks kind of intimidating, but literally all it means is we're using that ending for when someone is still doing the thing or does it a lot, for when only one person's doing it, and for when you're talking to a girl. Yeah, so it's you. Her. So that was kind of long, but we're gonna go ahead and do that with a different ending that y'all have also brought up. What's the next ending that we might want to look at? There are two options here. Awesome, yeah, key. Whoops, key. So were we talking to a person, or about ourselves when we said that? So when Yes, awesome. To a boy. So because it's to a person, let's go say, yeah. I'll still write it this way, but we're going to send y'all a chapter from the textbook that'll really lay this out. Let's see. So you talking, or let's see, talking. Yeah, I'll write it this way still because it's hard to edit on this. Then a boy. So I'll write masculine, I guess. How many boys were we talking to? 1, 2, or more? Awesome. Yeah, sock. Yeah. Masculine, singular. And then was this an ongoing action? Was he still, when we said rapuki, was Justin still sleeping? Or had he finished sleeping? Yep, awesome, Xylon. Yeah, so that's really what we care about here is whether the action's still happening. So I'll write ongoing, even though I don't like, yeah, that works. So see, these two are almost exactly the same. They just differ with gender. And then we had one last ending. Does anyone remember the last ending we saw? It's what we said when we asked y'all things. When I say harakani or hipukani, what's our ending there? Or rapukani. All of those have something in common on the end of the word, right? Awesome. Yeah, we have this kani ending. And when we say that, who are like when I say rapukani, am I talking about myself, talking to someone, or talking about someone else? Let's see, hipukani. Well, if I'm saying it while I'm doing it, who am I talking about when I say hipukani and rapukani? I'm just going to do hipukani because it's the quietest. Exactly, Xavier. I'm talking about myself, and yeah. So if I'm talking about myself, this is pretty much where we got I, right? Because it's also, or yeah. Let's see. All right, I. And then it doesn't, we don't care about gender in this part, right? When Justin said rapukani, it's the same as when I say rapukani. So we don't have to write that part down. I'm only one person, so it's singular. And then I'm still doing it, so it's ongoing. And here, I'm gonna write a sort of, yeah. So here, when we had haraka up there, what were we saying in English? What would haraka be in English? Well, question number 1 is, what is hara? Yes, awesome. You are singing, parentheses, to a girl. That's what haraka means. So what about, let's try rapuki. I'll write it here. What do we think that means? If haraka is you are singing to a girl, well, here, I'll make it easier. What about, what do we think haraki is? Let's see, do we recognize that first half? What is that? Yeah, yeah, you are singing, and you're saying it to a boy, to a guy. So what's in common between those two words? Which part looks the same between haraka and haraki? Hara, yeah. And hara means, and as we saw, hara means sing. So what we're doing is we're taking these endings that we all work together to list out over here, ka, ki, and kani, to change who's doing the action. So when we say haraki, we're saying you, a guy, are singing. When we're saying haraka, we're saying you, a girl, are singing. And what does it mean when I say harakani? Excellent. Yes, it means I'm singing. Great work. And once you break it down like this, you can start to just take them apart and put them together to form your own sentences. Let's see. And you can do this with any of these. So looking at where we have haraka, meaning you are singing to a girl. We have haraki, meaning you are singing to a guy. And harakani, meaning I'm singing. How do we think I would say I'm sleeping? You can type your answer in the chat box. See, so step one to figuring this out would be to figure out sleeping. Yes, awesome, Rabukani. Excellent work, y'all. Yeah, I'll type it up here for us. Sleeping. Rabukani. Yeah, so now y'all are able to say full sentences in Tunica. And provided all you want to do is sleep, dance, jump, and sing, you can describe everything you do. So I'll go ahead and I'll tidy this up a bit and I can share with y'all after class. We'll share what we made together as our whiteboard, and then we'll also share 2 chapters from the textbook that lay out everything we talked about today. So if you feel like you're kind of getting it, but you want a little more reinforcement, you can read through these 2 pages from the textbook and they should lay everything out. I did want to ask, did anyone have a chance to look at the textbook pages we sent out last time? It's totally okay if not. I'm just curious if they were helpful. Okay. Extra points for answering in Tunica. Yeah, so I think this time I really want to encourage y'all to, we haven't sent it out yet, but we'll be able to right after class. We'll send it out and maybe take a look at it, thinking about what you just learned and seeing if it can help make things a little clearer for you. So yes, I'll write, let's see, I'm gonna write one last thing up here. So I'll say 3 different endings for the verbs we learned. I can't actually edit this after I stop screen sharing, I realized, so I have to like do it this way. All right, it's a bit messy, but we'll send that and then we'll send y'all the other, the textbook as well. Let's see, stop share. All right. Is there anything else we want to follow up with? We have about 8 minutes.
Does anyone have anything they want us to translate?
Nope, didn't hear you.
Huh?
Didn't hear you.
You didn't hear me?
No.
Okay. Is there anything anyone wants us to translate?
And also any questions about what we learned today. Either of those would be good to send in the chat, or you can unmute yourself and ask us directly. Seems like everyone might feel pretty set then. So I think next week we're going to tell y'all, like, we've been limiting y'all. We've only let y'all talk about one person. So we're gonna learn a couple more verbs and learn how to use those with to talk about people and also to talk about like more than one person. So I think that's what we'll talk about next week. Let's see. And then, yeah, after class, we'll send y'all some follow-up with those chapter notes and the whiteboard that we all put together. All right. Tikach, y'all. Hita.